In this video, I'm going to show you how to sign up for Medicare after the age of 65. So you already have your Medicare Part A card, but you need to sign up for Medicare Part B to receive all the benefits from Medicare. There's two forms that you have to fill out and then send in to the Social Security office. So I'm going to walk you through how to fill out those two forms, and I'm going to put the forms up on the screen. And I'm also going to show you where you need to fax this in, what dates you need to do this, and why it's so important to get these in on time. So the two forms that you have to fill out are CMS Form 40B and CMS Form L564. So you'll go to cms.gov. Then in the search bar where it says search CMS, you'll type in 40B. You'll click search, and this will take you to another page where you click on the very first link that says CMS 40B. This will take you to the form where you scroll down to where it says downloads, and you click on CMS 40B in English. This takes you to the PDF that you can print out. Now you can print out all 4 pages, or you can just go to page 2 and you can print this actual form that you need to fill out. And then also you can do the same thing for the L564. If you can pause this video and then print out these two forms, I'll go through step by step how to fill the forms out. And that way, when you send them into your employer, which is one of the forms, there will be no problems to get that form back, and it will be signed and dated correctly. And then also the other form will be filled out correctly, whether it's just for you or it's for you and a spouse. So let's go over the first one, the CMS L564. Form L564, the request for employment information. Under Section A, you will fill out your employer's name, the date that you are filling this out, then the employer's address, and then if you are the person that is getting the benefits from your job, you will fill out number 4, the applicant's name, and number 5, your social security number will go in that box. And also under number 6 and number 7, you will put your name again and your social security number again. Now, if you have a spouse that is also going on to Medicare, you will fill out this same form on a separate piece of paper, but under the number 4 applicant's name will be your spouse and their social security number under number 5. And then you, the person that's getting the benefits from your job, will go under number 6, and your social security number will go under number 7. So you will have 2 sheets that you will fax into your employer. Besides getting Section A correct, you have to get Section B done correctly, or this could be a problem. So for number 1, you're going to put yes because you are covered under your employer health plan. But the number 2 is really important. You have to have this date correct, or it will be sent back to you and you will not be able to get on Medicare on the date that you want to. This date has to be when you first started coverage with the company. If the company changed their coverage or their plan and they put the same year that it is now that you're applying for this, this will be sent back to you and you could lose months getting on to Medicare Part B. So if you started your benefits with the company 10 years ago, then that's the date that has to go on in number 2 in this box. If there's a way that you can get a hold of these dates, whether you call your HR department or call the company, I would fill out this form myself, and then I would send it into the company, and the only thing that they have to do is sign and date at this box at the bottom and put their title and then their phone number. That way all the dates are correct and everything's ready to go when it's sent back to you, and there's no mistakes. The next form that you will fill out is much easier than the last form. This is Form 40B. Form 40B is pretty simple, the application for enrollment in Medicare Part B. But I'm going to walk you through it slowly so that you do it correctly and it's done once. So number 1, you will fill out your Medicare number. You should have this with your Medicare Part A card, the red, white, and blue card. So you just put the number in that section. Number 2, do you wish to sign up for Medicare Part B? Obviously the answer is yes. Number 3, just make sure you put your last name, then a comma, then your first name, comma, then your middle name. Number 4 and 5, you will put your mailing address. Number 6, you will put your phone number. And then on number 7 and 8, you will sign it and date it. Now, make sure that number 9 and 10 are signed and dated by a witness, and then you put the witness's address in number 11. So if you're filling this out with a spouse, you're going to have 2 sheets, obviously, and you can use each other as a witness. So let's say that you and your spouse are going on to Medicare now. You will have 4 of these sheets that you need to fax into the Social Security office. It will be 40B for yourself, 40B for your spouse, and then L564 for yourself, and another L564 for your spouse. So last but not least, here are 2 very, very important details that could change your start date for Medicare Part B. If you had broken coverage, meaning you did not have health insurance coverage from the time you were 65 until the time now when you want to get onto Medicare Part B, you will not be able to apply any month of the year. You will have to apply during the general enrollment period, which is January 1st through March 30th, and your coverage will not start until July. Now, this is only for people who have had broken coverage, meaning at some point from the time they get on their Medicare Part A, when they turn 65, until the time that they want to get on Medicare Part B, they lapsed in health insurance coverage. This is very important because if you send this in, it's going to be sent back and you'll have to apply during this general enrollment period. So the last thing I'm going to do is put the fax number up on the screen where you will fax these 4 sheets to the Social Security office. This is the national office. Now, some people tell me I'm just going to drive it over to my local Social Security office and drop it through the drop box, or they want to mail it in. And I can tell you, I've called the national number and local Social Security offices in different states like Texas and Pennsylvania and so forth, and they all told me, do not drop this off or mail it if you want it to go through quickly. Fax it because it will go right up into the system. If you mail it, it will take time to get there. Someone will have to log it into the system, and it will just delay your Medicare Part B start date. Unless you have 4 or 5 months to waste, you don't want to do it this way. You want to fax it in. If you have any problems or questions with any of these forms or any other Medicare questions, just call my office and we'll be able to walk you through it. And also, if you learned anything from this video and you'd like to watch some of my other videos, click on one of these videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.